One common question is how you set the gold standard for systemically sustainable human growth and development. The keys in integrated and adaptive solutions and systemically sustainable systems. I don't know if that's redundant or not, but systemic sustainability is an absolute necessity if we are ever to achieve systemically sustainable human growth and development, and that's a lot of S's for me, but anyhow. Systemically sustainable programs are a natural and holistic approach that addresses not only environmental concerns, but also economic and social dimensions. At its core lies the recognition that our actions and systems are interconnected, requiring comprehensive strategies that promote long-term viability and a real and even tangible benefit for all the stakeholders involved. From the very top to the very bottom, that's imperative. Environmental sustainability is perhaps the most widely recognized aspect of systemic sustainability, though it is more marketing and sales slogan these days rather than being any meaningful practice in action or use. Environmental sustainability includes practices and policies aimed at preserving and enhancing the health of our planet's ecological systems, biodiversity, and natural resources. By prioritizing conservation, including our reforestation efforts in the rural development centers, introducing renewable energy resources, practicing waste reduction, and introducing the technologies for the municipal waste processing and elimination, pollution prevention, and other technologies, some considered disruptive in nature. The environmental sustainability helps to mitigate the negative impacts of human activity on the environment. This is crucial not only for safeguarding the health and well-being of current and future generations, but also for ensuring the resilience of the ecological systems upon which we all depend. I mean, we're all stuck on this world together, at least for the time being. Economic sustainability is equally essential. In the pursuit of systemically sustainable human growth and development, sustainable economic practices are those that promote prosperity and well-being, while at the same time minimizing negative impacts on the environment and society. This involves fostering inclusive growth, promoting innovation, and ensuring equitable access to resources and opportunities. Please note, this does not necessarily equate to inequality of results, as everyone is strong and competent in unique ways. And those ways may not always meet traditional or even widely accepted and even more widely varied definitions of equity in the modern vernacular in the world today. Economic sustainability also necessitates prudent fiscal management and the cultivation of resilient economic systems capable of withstanding external shocks and disruptions and preventing any disruption to local markets and local economies. By prioritizing economic sustainability, programs can generate long-term prosperity and reduce poverty without placing undue burdens on the people that are currently productive and contributing and tax-paying members of society, or relying on government assistance programs that are often, regrettably, for better or for worse, just the way it is, government social assistance programs that are often underfunded, overburdened, and largely inefficient and ineffective in reality. Social or sociological sustainability completes the trilateral nature or the tripartite nature of systemically sustainable human growth and development. Social sustainability emphasizing the importance of fostering inclusive, equitable, and resilient communities. It's got to focus on the individual, the family, and the local community. Thus the decentralized nature of the majority of our efforts, since at a local level it's easier to hold those in power to account and to introduce change that's actually meaningful and beneficial to the individual, to the family, and to the local community. By building strong local communities, rural development we can improve the overall strength and economic and sociological state of the nation as a whole. So, I mean, while it's centered at the local level, there are domestic and even international benefits to establishing everything in a more decentralized system. Socially sustainable programs also prioritize human rights, social justice to a degree, and again, I don't want to get into the petty arguments about the 100 different variations and everybody's individual personal feelings about what they think social justice is these days, but in the traditional sense of the word. Local community well-being. While we strive to address inequalities, discrimination, and exclusion, everything is based on personal aptitudes and personal capabilities. Nietzsche and Young will constantly fight in your head. I mean, there's no way around that. But there are going to be members of society that are either incapable, the elderly, the infirm, those who are challenged in some ways will be unable to contribute. There are a great many people that are just unwilling to contribute, and you have to be ready to accept that and to deal with it. So these are all considerations that we've gone over extensively over the past 40 years. This involves, at least on the part of the foundation, investing in education, healthcare, social safety nets in the form of a hand up, not a hand out. Again, based on the aptitudes, we provide scholastic, vocational, technical training. We provide people with the ability to earn their own way and to improve their own median quality of life. And while we offer them a support system to address the immediate symptoms, we include the training, the tools, and the opportunities necessary to tackle the underlying causes as well. Additionally, social sustainability entails fostering democratic governments and an enforceable voice of the people. And this, again, begins at the local level, especially among the program beneficiaries, and creating a system that structures and enables meaningful participation and accountability and transparency for everyone involved, not just for the foundation, not just for the commercial ventures, not just for the beneficiaries, but for everyone. Responsibility is shared. It has to be in order for everything to function. By prioritizing social sustainability, these programs will ensure that the benefits of development are shared equally, and that the more vulnerable members of society are never left behind. The integration of environmental, economic, and social sustainability is also essential for ensuring the long-term success and viability of our programs, as the programs are aimed at promoting systemically sustainable human growth and development. I mean, that is, at the end of the day, the ultimate goal. We want to lay the groundwork and establish everything for setting the global standards for systemically sustainable human growth and development. By adopting a more holistic approach that considers the integrated nature of all these different factors, our programs can maximize their positive impacts while at the same time minimizing any negative or detrimental impact to the individual, to the family, to the community, to the foundation, to the commercial ventures. That's done through a weighted system in the ombudsman program. And by prioritizing sustainability and systemic sustainability in particular, our programs will build a more resilient and adaptable approach, and have an increased opportunity to navigate and to ultimately rectify and resolve the complex and systemic challenges and uncertainties faced by humanity. One of the key benefits of economic sustainability is the ability to ensure the continuity and scalability of programs over time. Sustainable economic models generate revenue streams and create value that can be reinvested into program expansion and improvement. This reduces reliance on external funding sources and mitigates the risk of programmatic disruptions due to changes in funding priorities or economic conditions. Again, with the commercial interests owned by the foundation, the 70% rule in place, 70% of all commercial proceeds have to, by law, be reinvested into the community. So the economic sustainability and the principles of economic sustainability are paramount in ensuring that we're not burdening the taxpayers, that we're lightening the load for domestic government programs, and that we're capable of continued growth and expansion as poverty is eradicated in the local areas, moving those out to the surrounding areas. The ability to at least reduce the levels of impoverished and the vulnerable members of society through improved median quality of life begins at the local level, but it will grow exponentially outwards. The systemic sustainability is truly, I mean, the integrated and adaptive nature of it lays the foundation, lays the groundwork for introducing systemically sustainable human growth and development, not only for the local communities, but as noted, also for the state, for the domestic or national government, and ultimately for the world as a whole. So as these programs are introduced, you will see them expanding around the globe. If you'd like to know more, we'd love to hear from you. Thank you. Bye. Please like, share, subscribe, and comment below. Music by Hatman.